Alright guys, so I'm back here with another Fall Guys video, and in this video I'll be ranking every single Fall Guys round that they have added from Seasons 1 through Season 3. We're ranking them in this tier system, S, the super tier, being the best tier, F, the worst tier, being the lowest ranked rounds. And so, some of the less important, not as popular rounds, I won't talk about as much, I'll more glance over them. I'll still show you my rank, but I won't talk about them as much. More of the more popular, more raging, I guess, or more triggering rounds, or the most fun rounds I'll talk about the most. Alright, so let's get right into it. So first I have Seesaw, and I ranked down the last tier because people slip everywhere. The Seesaws, people don't know how to balance them, and people go sliding everywhere, and it's very ragey. It's not the funnest round to play. I mean, funnest isn't even a word. Don't even know why I use that. But it's just not really a fun round, and it's very stressful. And so next, for my next ranking, I have Night Fever. And I ranked Night Fever like this. I ranked it low because they overplayed this round way too much in the medieval season, Season 2, when they introduced it. They overplayed it. They gave me a fever from the amount of the times they gave it to us. And it's just not fun anymore. It's not really a great round. It's not really fun. And there's some intricate parts of it, but it's not really that fun. For the next round that I ranked in the F tier, I have Egg Scramble. Egg Scramble is another one of those very angering team games. Everything's so close together, all the eggs can spread out. You can go from being up by 20, lose a couple gold eggs, other random stuff that happened, it'll be down by 5 in the last few seconds, crazy stuff like that. And it's just kind of a really annoying round if you don't have a cooperative team. So for the next round I ranked in the F tier, I ranked Snowy Scrap in the F tier. It's one of the new rounds introduced in Season 3 Winter Knockout. I really do. It's another one of those annoying team rounds. Really do not like it. If people don't push, if your team's not working together to push a snowball in the right direction, it's a very triggering round. And yeah, it's fast paced, and you can be up by 20%, be down, lose, whatever. It's just an annoying team round. All right, so let's move on to the E tier, second to last tier. We have Fruit Shoot, and I ranked Fruit Shoot in the E tier. I don't think it's a super terrible round, but it's very angering in terms of the fact that if you jump and you miss it and you fall down like even once or twice, you're pretty much out of contention for qualification, and you can be at the final part of the conveyor belt and you can just get hit by strawberries or a log and you'll be done. Just a very frustrating round, and it's really hard to qualify in at times. Next round I ranked in the E tier was Tail Tag, normal Tail Tag. This round is very angering because of the 6 feet rule. I call it because of the difference in connections and lag, people seem to be grabbing your tail and taking it away from you from what seems like 6 feet in the game. And it's just very annoying. And it makes that round very unplayable at times. Next round I ranked in the E tier was Hoopsie Legends, a new round added in Season 2. And I didn't really like it. It's very triggering when people pull the stairs away from you in the blocks, and you're both trying to go for the hoop and you don't get it, and there's gold hoops and people can get a gold hoop and qualify right away. It's just annoying. Next round I ranked in the E tier was Rock and Roll, another team game. It's just like Snowy Scrap. It's a little better than Snowy Scrap in terms of your chance to qualify, in my opinion, but it's just annoying. Your team has to be pushing the dodgeball, as I call, in the right direction. If 1 or 2 people aren't cooperating, you'll be in trouble. For the next round, I put in the E tier. I put Egg Siege in the E tier. It's a little slightly better than Egg Scramble. That's why it's not in the F tier. It's more spread out. People steal way too much in this round, makes it very quote unquote toxic and just hard to play. Very, very difficult at times to gain back eggs, and it's easy to grab gold eggs, which is never fun. Alright, so I'm moving on to the D tier, and the first round I have in the D tier is Hit Parade. I don't think it's a terrible round in terms of being able to qualify, but it's just super fast-paced, and it's just annoying. You can get bumped off the slime and other random stuff, and I just think it's not so great around. Next round I put in the D tier would be Tiptoe, and here's why. Tiptoe is basically another one of those up to chance rounds, and There's really no skill required. You just kind of have to stay on the path, and if you fall off or get bumped off, you're pretty much done if it's the last second, and people control you and pull you down at the last second. Makes it really triggering to play. That's why I normally it'd probably be a C tier, but I'm going to put in the D tier right now because it's just another one of the stressful rounds. Another round I put in D tier was Wall Guys. I personally like Wall Guys, but people struggle with it all the time. There's so many ways to troll. You can pull the block away from the wall. You can push people off. It's just a trolly round, and for that, I'm going to put it in the D tier. Doesn't even deserve to be an average round. It's just very annoying. Here, I'm going to put it in the D tier Block Party just because of its sheer boredom. It's a very slow-paced round. It's very easy. It's annoying. There's trollers. You can bounce off someone and get hit off. It's just annoying. I would put this in the D tier. Boring round, very easy to qualify in if you know what you're doing, and just not that exciting at all. Next round I put in the D tier is Perfect Match, another one of those very boring rounds. Before they changed it recently, where they added the Jump Club spinner in the middle, it was part of the Season 2 mid-season update, I think. I'm not sure. That made it one of the most exciting and hardest rounds in Fall Guys when they added that. But other than that, the normal Perfect Match, the OG, is just very boring. You're just moving from tile to tile. You control a little bit, but it's not very fun to play. Very boring. Not too exciting unless you get the spinning part. Okay. The next round I put in the D tier was Fall Mountain. It's our first final to show up on these rankings, and I put it's a classic round. You have to be able to win a Fall Mountain to say you're really an official Fall Guys player. You literally get to grab a crown. It's an amazing round. It's classic, but they overplayed this in Season 2 way too much, and in the end of Season 1, and it got really boring real fast. It's hard once you get bumped. If you get bumped at the beginning, you're pretty much out of contention unless you're in the front row, and it can get very stressful at times. All right, so let's move on to the C tier. So for the C tier, I have DoorDash. Very average round. Fast paced. It's annoying when you can get bumped and you can't make it through certain walls, but it's also it's not very difficult. You just follow the pack, move through the doors, make the jumps and dives that you have to. Nothing really too exciting about this round. Nothing really too disappointing about it. For the next round, I have Thin Ice. So it's another one of the two new finals they added in Season 3 Winter Knockout. I think it's a wannabe hexagon. There's no award for staying on the highest level of the ice. Everybody's going to be on the bottom level layer of the ice at the end of the game anyways. And other than its animations and its sounds and the way it's winter themed, the round's okay. But like I said, it's like a rip-off hexagon, wannabe hexagon. Next round I have in C tier was the Whirly Gig round. It's very average. It's kind of takes a long time a little bit. There's a lot of intricate fans and whatnot and obstacles. The round's pretty easy to qualify. It's not that terrible round. It's very innovative. But nothing really too special about this round. A lot of the first rounds aren't too special. I'd say this is average. It's not too bad of a round, but definitely does not deserve to be any higher than where it is. Next round, continuing with our winter theme right now that we're rolling with, I have the Freezy Peak joining Thin Ice in the C tier. It reminds me of Mario Kart when you're moving up the mountain. It's kind of spiral map. But it's very average. Not the hardest round to qualify in. It can be annoying at times with the big snowballs that slide down the hill, and very average round that they added. A lot of these Season 3 Winter Knockout rounds were average in my opinion. Next round that I have, another winter season or Season 3 round, Tundra Run. I put it in the C tier because, again, it's very boring. I like the boxing gloves and the other, like the fan that pushes you back. But in terms of theatrics and other obstacles, it's really straightforward, pretty easy to qualify in, not too much annoying with it, not too much exciting with it. Very average. Next round I put is Rollout, slow pace round. That's what makes it kind of annoying. It's fun to troll in this round. It's also not so fun to get trolled. Basically, as long as you get the strategy moving back and forth, it's pretty straightforward round. Nothing too exciting about it. Another round that I had in the C tier was Hoarders. It's a pretty rare team game to get nowadays. It's fun. It's OG. Just kind of an basic round. You have to keep enough volleyballs in your area to qualify. It can be very annoying at last second when the volleyballs just go flying randomly to the other team and you lose. So I would put it in the C tier. There's some pros and cons to it, and they balance out. For the last round that I have in the C tier, I put Roll Off, the final. So both finals that they added in the newest season, season 3, I think were decent, but they weren't that great. Filler finals, if you call them. I'm just glad they added new finals, and this one's no different. You just have to master moving back and forth, and that can be very hard to start. But after that, it's pretty average final round in terms of difficulty and just the way the round works. All right, so let's move on to the B tier. For the B tier, I have big fans. They added in the season 2.5, the mid-season update. I like the round personally. I think it's fun, kind of slow-paced, even though it may seem difficult at first. It's a very slow round, but it's pretty easy to get used to and very easy round, and I like it. For the next round, I have Dizzy Heights. It's very fun to spin on the circles. It's super satisfying. Move from circle to circle. It's a great map. Great obstacles, pretty easy to qualify, and just a fun map all around. Deserves B tier. I don't think it deserves any higher than this, though, that's for sure. Next round I added was, I believe it's called Ski Fall, yep. And I think it's B tier. I think they did a good job. It's one of their better Season 3 rounds that they added, and very much like a Hoopsie Legends, fast-paced Hoopsie Legends and Hoopsie Daisy, and as long as you master your aiming for the hoops, you'll be fine. Pretty easy to qualify in this round for sure. Next round I add to the B tier would be Jump Club. I love this round. At the beginning, it goes so slow that you can follow the spinning pole around and you won't have to jump for a while. Pretty straightforward to qualifying. There's trollers, and they added fruit and added more sides to the spinning thing, or whatever you want to call it. That made it harder, but I still think it's very straightforward and pretty average round. I definitely put it in the B tier, though. Just a fun round. I like those spinning rounds where you just have to jump. Next round, I would put in the B tier, definitely Hoopsie Daisy. It's just a fun round, fun team round. It's decently easy to qualify, and everybody has to kind of contribute their part to the team, get at least 5 or 6 hoops, and it's pretty fun. It's kind of a rare team round nowadays, but it's just fun. Good map. I like it. Next round I put in the B tier will be Jump Showdown. It's a final. It's my favorite final personally, but I think it's a decent final. It's not great or amazing, but I think if you're trying to get your first win, this is definitely the easiest final to qualify in, besides maybe Roll Off or Thin Ice that they added in Season 3. But this round's OG. There was a hack early on where they had to take the round out, and they had to fix that, but they brought it back. It's just a fun round to play in. The amount of trolls kind of give a bad image to this round because people troll so much, but I think it's a decent round. All right, so let's move to the A tier. So the first round I added to the A tier would be Gate Crash. I think it's very simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It's a very easy round, actually, and very kind of fast paced, but it's fun. It's very easy. You jump through the doors. I'm being partial because this is my favorite first round level, and it's pretty easy, and I like it. Other than that little slime dive at the end, it's really easy, which makes it fun, I guess. Very short, easy. I guess that's why it's in the A tier. I'm biased towards this round. That's why it's in the A tier, to be frank. All right, so next round I added in the A tier would be Team Tail Tag. What an OG round. In Season 1, they played this so much. It was so much fun. Season 2, it kind of got diminished. In Season 3, it's almost non-existent. You basically never get it. It's the only round that has 4 teams in it, and it's the only round that has the green team. The green team's OG. I've only been on the green team like twice. It's just a great round to play and fun. The map is amazing. I love the way they designed that map, and super rare round, but it definitely deserves to be in the A tier. Next round, I added in Team Tail Tag, Penguin Pursuit. It's a new round. I said next round I added to Team Tail Tag. Sorry, my bad. Next round, I would add to the A tier, Penguin Pursuit. They added in Season 3. I think it's the best map they added in Season 3. Really good. Fun. Little penguin animation is fun. Getting to hold the penguin is satisfying. Just a fun all-around round. All-around round. Did not mean to say that. All right, so let's move on to the S tier, the super tier, the best of the best, if you will. First round I have is Jinxed. It's one of the rarest rounds up there with Team Tail Tag and Royal Fumble. This round is super rare. It's fun because usually it's 40 players, and it cuts the lobby in half if you win, and you're already on to like the second to last round. Just a fun round to play with the little pink disease around you or whatever. I guess with COVID, it's kind of an accurate representation, if you will. But a fun round to play, very fun, very satisfying, great round, great map. That's why I definitely would be in the S tier. Next round I have in the S tier, obviously Slime Climb. It's so classic. This is one of the rounds where you can, all these rounds in the S tier are showcase rounds. You can basically showcase your skill, and they're just great rounds to play. This round's very hard. People don't like it as much because of difficulty with the slime and stuff, but it's so many different obstacles. It's a very classic round. It's just a good round. It gets a lot of people eliminated. If you qualify, you're going to be one of the few people who did sometimes, and sometimes a lot of people qualify, but just a great round. Next round, Hexagon. Best final I think there is that they've ever added in Fall Guys. So much strategy involved. This really showcases your skills. You have to be able to dive and jump and manage where you're going to land, what hexagons you're going to land on, what's your territory, how much time you have. So many things to think about. But that's what makes it fun. It rewards you for being good. Just a great final. Really great final. They took it out for a little bit and they brought it back, I feel like, because they wanted to promote Thin Ice at the beginning of Season 3, but I'm so glad they brought it back. I think the Fall Guys community agrees with me on this one. The next round, I have Royal Fumble. Well, I mean, what can I say? It's one of the rarest rounds. It's hard to get. Unless you're under 6 or under for Royal people in your match, you're not really going to get Royal Fumble. The map is amazing. I think it has the best map in Fall Guys. So many areas to do so many things, so many strategies involved with this round. The 6 feeding is annoying where people grab your tail randomly from like what seems like 6 feet, like I described earlier in the video. That happens with any tail round, but this round is just fun. It's so satisfying to get a Royal Fumble, and it's got to be one of the most satisfying rounds besides Hexagon and other finals to get a win in. So the final round I have for today's rankings would be Fall Ball. I debated whether I should put this in the A tier or the S tier, and I said, you know what, I'm going to kick it to the S tier. The reason being, before they had the Fall Ball Cup, the LTM that they released was all Fall Ball, and it kind of ruined it. This round was amazing because usually after you got this round, you had a chance of getting Royal Fumble because there was usually 8 to 10 or 12 people, and it would divide by 2, and you'd have a chance to get Royal Fumble. But this round's literally soccer and Fall Ball. I mean, it's just amazing. It's satisfying to dive and hit the ball, and it goes blasting away and scoring goals. It's just so satisfying. It's a great team game. So much strategy involved. Really good job. It's kind of like Rocket League, it reminds me of, but with Fall Guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed these up-to-date new Fall Guys rankings by tiers. And don't forget to subscribe and like. Let me know in the comments what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, and I might do more rankings videos. Let me know which ones you would like me to do in the future, and please hit that subscribe button. Of course, that would help me. But hope you enjoyed most of all, and maybe this changed your view on some things in Fall Guys. Maybe it didn't. And peace.